Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
Woody,
Pleasure to have you as usual.
Okay, most
Yes.
of you in the Richmond area know who this gentleman is. For those of you who are outside of our area, and I hope sometime you'll get to see this across the nation, this is Sheriff C.T. Woody. He's the sheriff of the Richmond, sheriff, the head of the sheriff.
Richmond City Jail, Richmond City Sheriff's Office.
Right. See, that's what happens when you do something live, and you fellas feel comfortable also. What we're going to do today, it's an extension of the 1-hour Conversations with Ed program. We talk so much about the B.E.L.I.F program, the sheriff has given us permission to come inside and show you what this great program is doing for these fellas that have unfortunate circumstances. My theory is that every show you see about prison is the cell blocks, the bad stuff, the lockdown. You don't get a chance to see that there are real positive things happening in jail. It sounds like an oxymoron, but thanks to these programs like the B.E.L.I.F program, which we're going to describe to you, you'll find out that the concept of rehabilitation is alive and well in Richmond, Virginia. Sheriff, would you like to say a few words to get us?
Yes, I would just like to say, Ed, first of all, good morning to everybody this morning. I'm extremely proud of the B.E.L.I.F program. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and by that I mean that recovery and healing, that's what it's all about. Even those inside of institutions as well as those outside. We all are, whether we are locked in or locked out, we are recovering from something. We just have to admit it to ourselves. So I'm just as proud as I can be of what we are accomplishing here, because the purpose is for us to know ourselves, to believe in ourselves, and at the same time to realize how important it is to admit whatever our shortcomings are, work on them, improve yourself, educate yourself from the heart. It's what you put inside your head is actually what's count. Don't ever give up. We all might give out, but don't give up. There's always hope, and there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm proud of what you all are doing. This is what it's about, because the purpose of being institutionalized is the fact that we're supposed to leave here better citizens, not better criminals. And all of us is one step from coming in here at one time or another. So thanks for all that you do. Thanks for being fair and open to yourself. Thanks for everybody that is involved with the B.E.L.I.F program, Lieutenant Colonel Dadden and all of her counselors, and everybody else that assists. And most of all, thank you for actually knowing and being you.
That's very good. And we'd like to thank the sheriff for allowing this program to progress as it has. And I'm thinking that you're going to do some more things with this program as we go along.
It's growing, and it will continue to grow, because that's the purpose, is for us to heal within ourselves and to pass it on to somebody else. Just don't keep it. Give it to someone else. Help somebody like somebody helped me.
Very good. Well, I know you're a busy man. What we're going to do is ask at the end of our project here if we can come into your office just to kind of close out. And thank you once again, formally.
Ed, you're always welcome. You're doing a great job, and thanks for all that you do.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
All right.
Let's give the sheriff a hand. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
This is not rehearsed, and these are not actors. These gentlemen are really the gentlemen that you see. And what we're going to do for you today is describe this program, the B.E.L.I.F program, tell you a little bit about it, and tell you why, if you're an employer or you know people that have business, they should feel very, very comfortable when any of these gentlemen come in for job applications or et cetera. If they say B.E.L.I.F program, take it from me and from what you're going to hear and see today, that they're stand-up people. You'll be getting a loyal, dependable, honorable person that is going to be thankful to you for giving them the opportunity to make your business grow. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started. The groups are broken down into 8 teams. We have captains and we have co-captains. The way we're going to start out is I'm just going to go down the row, introduce yourself and your team. Okay, let's start with you, Rob.
My name is Robert, and I am representing Group 1 which is called HELP, helping each live productively.
Very good.
My name is Travis, and I'm the captain of Group 2, and it's called Reflections.
Okay.
Good morning, my name is Mike, and I'm the captain of Group 3, which is called Living Fully.
Okay.
I'm Sparrow. I'm captain of Group 4, and it's called Changing the Way We Think.
Okay, let's go to the back.
My name is Vernon. I'm captain of Group 5, and we're called We Do Recover.
I'm Marvin. I'm captain of Group 6, and we're called Keeping It Real.
Okay.
I'm Frank. I represent G3, which is the education department, and I'm the head captain.
I'm Gina, and I'm Group 8, and I'm representing female housing.
So we have all of the different facets kind of represented here. I see education, Frank, you're down. I see you're representing the ladies. We will have a definite question for you, and all of the rest of you welcome. So let's get started. Obviously, the first thing that we should do is talk about what is the B.E.L.I.F program. Rob, we're going to start right there.
Well, to me, the B.E.L.I.F program,
Before you get going, I want you guys to wake up now. Everybody's supposed to be happy, and we want people to see some smiling faces. Don't be afraid of the cameras. Let's just let it roll, okay? Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
the B.E.L.I.F program is a spiritual program, and I've been coming to jail for the past 10 years due to drugs and alcohol. So the B.E.L.I.F program gives me a chance to actually look at myself and find that root cause of what's actually causing me to go out time and time again and use and come back to jail as a result. So, and it's based on the 12 steps, so it gets me familiar with the 12 steps, so when I get out, I can jump right into a 12-step program and continue my recovery.
Good description. We're going to get into that part of the discussion after we go around the room. I'm just going to continue on this note. Travis, is it right?
Yes, sir.
Travis, tell us, why did you decide to get into the B.E.L.I.F program?
Well, Mr. Coleman, I've been coming back and forth to jail since 13 years old, and I realized that it's time for a change. I have kids, and I'm tired. I'm tired and I need help. So I came to the program because I heard of it. It's a self-help program. It's a behavior modification program as well as a drug abuse program. And I realized that drugs are only 10% of my problem. That's what the literature tells us. So I have to work on my behavior also. And I know my behavior is out of control at times. So the program has helped me a lot in that way.
Very good. Okay. Say your name for us again.
Michael.
Michael. Okay, Michael, I'm going to give you number 3. In what ways are you beginning to implement some of the things that you learned in the B.E.L.I.F program?
Well, I start by not thinking of myself first, because there's a lot of people around me that are younger and older who can actually benefit from some of the stuff that I've been through, as well as far as my addiction and my educational background. I tutor other guys on the tier, and this gives me an insight of just wanting to help somebody else. That's the main thing right there. Change myself, want to help somebody else.
I think that's pretty common as an attitude for the group as a whole, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Sparrow,
Yes, sir.
what is the importance of the B.E.L.I.F program to you as an individual? And then we'll broaden it out as for what you see as the group in general.
As an individual, the B.E.L.I.F program has afforded me an opportunity to get to know me,
Okay.
to basically take the time out to look at what's been causing me to get caught up in a recidivism of coming back and forth to jail.
How many times have you been back?
I've been back to jail in institutions about 8 times.
8 times.
Yeah, in my 40 years of living,
Okay.
about 8 times.
Do you think, have you ever been in programs before?
I've been in a program before, but none is as intense as the B.E.L.I.F program.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to know what the difference
It's
was.
intense. This program is intense. It deals with attitudes and behaviors. Also, it's drug education. And, it teaches me and it has taught me that I don't always have to respond by using drugs or getting upset and wanting to fight and become violent, right? I have matured where I'm able to listen to myself, calm myself down, and then have some conflict resolution, find a peaceful way to resolve my problem.
That's excellent. And it also took a part of your mind that you were using for nonsense
That's right.
and let you turn into your creativeness. We'll talk about
That's
that
right.
in a minute also. Okay, we're going back to Vernon back there. Vernon, Have you been down before?
Yes, sir, I have, Ed.
How many times?
This will be my third time, Ed.
Your third time. Okay. Now I've been to court with you, and
Yes,
I
sir.
know you pretty well, as a couple of the other fellows here. Let me ask you this: what effects has your incarceration had on your family, friends, or children?
On my family, this particular incarceration right here, it's been both good and bad, Ed. Bad that it separated me from my children. I just had a new grandson that was born back in August.
Congratulations.
But it's been good in the aspect that my daughters, they've been supportive of me. They know that I'm in the B.E.L.I.F program. My oldest daughter, she actually acts like she doesn't want me to ever leave the B.E.L.I.F program. You know, I try to tell her, you know, that at some point, you know, I do have to move forward. But I think it's been very good. You know, I have a sister, and you know, they can tell the difference in the way that I speak, the difference in the, you know, the way that I feel about myself. The B.E.L.I.F program has given me a lot as far as wanting to live. It's given me a vision. Meeting you, meeting some other people that
That was key. What you just said. You just said wanting to live.
Yes, sir.
Go
Yes, sir.
with that a little bit.
Well, it's given me a vision. Like I say, the B.E.L.I.F program is by the AA and the NA, and me being able to look inside myself and figure out, you know, some reasons as to some of the things that I've done in my past to bring those things to the forefront. The guys here, you know, they're more like family to me than anything. Mm-hmm. You know, there's nothing that, you know, I hold back from them, nothing that I don't share with them, nothing that they won't call me up on. You know, call me up on, and you know, I feel that, you know.
Well, okay, that's very good. Tell me your name again. I'm sorry.
Marvin.
Marvin. Marvin. There you go. I remember Marvin. Okay, Marvin. Let me ask you this: how have you been utilizing your time since you've been incarcerated?
Well, the greatest thing I think I did was coming to the B.E.L.I.F tier. I've been confined now for a period of 9 months, and throughout that time, you know, prior to me coming to the B.E.L.I.F tier, I was in another section of the jail, which is there isn't a lot of education available there. But being here on the B.E.L.I.F tier, you know, opportunity is there, not only for just drug rehab, but for education and other things, mainly dealing with my issues. Because prior to coming here, I never knew I had so many issues, you know, and this is the brother spoke about earlier, you know, drug addiction is only 10% of our problem. This is what our literature teaches us. And so, you know, just being here, I just been focusing on dealing with some of the things that continues to bring me back and forth to places like this.
That's very good, Steve. All of you are giving some good testimony here, and it's so positive. I mean, it's coming through. Frank, you're representing the education tier.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me a little bit, or tell our audience a little bit about that education tier? How do you get into it? What do you have to do to stay in it? And what is the end? What's the result of the education program?
The education tier, you have to really want it, you know, to be on it. I'm saying if you coming up there shucking the job, ain't no need in you coming. You know, it's all about wanting to change your life and change your lifestyles. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Now, when you say education program, is that a program that directs you towards GED or high
GED,
school?
it's GED oriented, and it helps you to further your education when you get out of jail, out of incarceration. You know, maybe you want to take up some college courses or whatever.
Now, how are the guys' attitudes that are in that program? Is there an attitude of going forward education-wise?
Yeah, a lot of guys seem to keep the attitude. You know, there's some guys that just want to come up there for the perks, but you know, the other guys, there's some guys that genuinely want their education. You know, because they know they can't succeed in life without it.
Did you guys get to see the president's speech last night?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you notice that portion of his speech where he talked about everybody should go for more education? Everybody. So now it's starting to really come out, and we have to help, and you guys will help when you get out, get these youngsters to understand that they have to go to school. Okay. We have a young lady over here. Tell me your name again.
Gina.
Gina, you're representing the ladies tier that's in the B.E.L.I.F program.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long have you been in the program?
I've only been in the B.E.L.I.F program for about a month.
Have
month
you
and a
ever
half.
been in any other program?
Yes, I've actually been in 3